In this video, we're going to look at how to create an algebra question. And they look like this. You have a question text, then an input field where you can write a combination of numbers and letters, and then display the response. And you can check whether it's right or wrong. I'm going to write in an answer for this. And let's say that as a student I really haven't got a clue. I'm just writing something. So I get the response and I say yes. And then I get some information. You need the expression, an expression for the number of scattered neutrons. Okay. So, and then I remember that, okay, I have to try again. And then I remember that maybe this is the correct formula, PSI. Okay, so we can see here I get some more information. Okay, this is the correct for the cross section, blah blah blah. But I have to substitute the things I have already derived into the equation, and so I can do that. I'll try again then. And I go up here and I say, okay, so I'm going to substitute P. So I'm just going to write it in. So now I'm forgetting that I also add the psi, but let's see here. I'm getting, oh, it's not entirely wrong, but you can reduce it even further. Oh, okay. And then I see that if I put in what they say, then these disappear, it seems. I display my response, and I'm giving that this is the correct answer. So this is the question. Let's see how we can make that. I'm going to a course that I have access to. I'm going to turn editing on. I already have a quiz set down here, but you could make your own quiz. I'm going to edit the quiz, and I'm going to add a new question. It's going to be an algebra question. And we're going to call it cross section. And we're going to write in the text. So I have written the text here. Now we're going to go to the options. And we can choose between these. The best thing we could do is Sage, because that's a one-to-one analytical comparison, but that doesn't always work, so I usually use evaluation. But then you have to put in some variables, and we're going to give some more blanks because we want some variables. Okay, so we need 5 variables. We have B, we have A, and psi, N, and P, and this could be small p. And so we will get some problems if we use 0 here, so we'll just take from something close to 0. And here, well, we're just going to put in some. And this is used when it checks via the evaluation. All right. So now we put in some answers. I usually put the correct answer as the first one. It's going to be 4 times pi times b squared. So that's our correct answer, but we also want to give some feedback for this answer. This particular answer, since it's the correct one, we simply write yes. You could also write this is the correct answer because and then write what it is that they did right. Okay, but now we also leave room for things that we have observed students to write. And this was also done empirically in this question, so we know that some students will prefer to write something particular here. And so one of the normal errors we get is that they simply write the definition of the cross section here, and think that's good enough. And of course, we want another expression, so we're going to tell them. We're going to tell them what is lacking here. So here we go. So we're writing here that this is the correct expression for the cross section given the number of neutrons. So we're writing what's right about this, but we also write here that you actually have derived expressions for both the probability and psi. And we might give this 50% correct, or we might give it none. I think we chose none here. Now here's another one we've seen. Again, it's simply that they forgot to put in the psi. And we're going to tell them what they can do to make it even better. We might set this to maybe 50 and this to maybe 75 because they're very close. They have gotten the idea, but they haven't used it yet. But what happens if they don't do any of these? Then we still need some hints for them. So we go down to multiple tries, and I'm going to set the penalty to 0, as we always do. And then we are going to create some hints. Now they will have as many tries as we create hints, I think +1. And the first hint, we try to get them started. So if they haven't done anything that we could recognize, then we say, okay, what you need is this. You need an expression for the number of scattered neutrons, since per definition, blah, blah, blah. And we try to ask a question also, which might lead them to think about what the correct answer might be. Next, we're going to put in another hint, which tells them a little bit more. And finally, our third hint. And these are the answer possibilities we have for now. Also, when we get more answer possibilities in, we will incorporate them in the question. And we save. So we might want to preview the question. If you do that, see it in the pop-up window. And you see more than the question, you see also behaviors and display options and so on. And you can play around with that also. Thank you for listening.